What do you remember from this shoot?
Well, I remember that we were working very late until sort of 2 or 3 in the morning. It was really, really fun. Linda Cantello, Mark Lopez, Marcus Goli, and that I felt very good with you on set. I felt really good in front of the camera with you. I felt really like you directed very well. And I really respected you. You were so kind. That was really rare. As a teenager, your book, you know, the one that was like our Bible, me and my group of friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Skinhead.
Wow. I didn't realize I'd crossed the Atlantic in that way.
Yeah, my group of friends in Toronto, that was the cool, interesting book. We loved it, and it was like, wow, 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 this is so cool, this is who we are too. and then there I am, meeting you in person.
This shoot was for Yohji Yamamoto, and just for the viewers' sake, this was a series of campaigns I did with Mark Ascoli. And Mark Ascoli has become, both in your life and in my life, somebody that's really important person, really Svengali-like and full of kind of beautiful and strange idiosyncrasies and kind of mannerisms. Has a total sort of ability, to spot talent in people, and also to spot talent in people otherwise tend not to see. And I think he has been very integral in a lot of the fashion that we've seen for the last sort of 30 years. And especially when you and I were with him for Yohji Yamamoto, it was such a big thing for him then. He was so invested in it. We spent months preparing it and months in post working on the images afterwards. Do you remember how we got the red glow around you? You might not have been aware of it.
No, I don't remember.
It was literally 2 lights with red gels either side of you, but then I realized that of course the white light that's landing on you was stronger than the red lights. So the white light takes out all the red apart from the shadow areas. So you have this beautiful sort of, fall off of the white light, and it becomes a red light. Those sort of things that make me happy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but you set the mood for this catalogue. We couldn't work out what to do in terms of, because you remember we tried black contact lenses at first?
I remember.
So they weren't the thing. But it was a whole idea of summer, but instead of summer on Earth, summer in space. Remember we had those long exposures, all the sort of blurs of red and things, which are supposed to look like solar, we understood them to be like solar flares in the end, and these sort of huge hats that Yohji had done. So it was the whole idea of this sort of summer in space. And Mark has a way of describing models that he likes, always saying, oh, she's like a little bird from another planet. Has he ever referred to you?
I never heard that.
He was very much, she's from another planet. And he fitted into that. In my sort of view of you at the time, you fitted into this person that wasn't really from this world, was from somewhere else, from some other planet, don't know where. It was the idea of everything happened in space, and the turning hat, which was an absolute tour de force to print. So we had to put all those pictures together to make one image of it. Back before Photoshop, try and put that image together was really tricky. And I had some brilliant printers who worked with me, who were very, very skilled, very lovely men actually, both of them. One was John Driscoll, who was a black and white printer, and the other one was Brian from BDI, who was a colour printer, and they were both completely devoted to the project. So when the Yohji Yamamoto campaign came in, they were so into it, just as much as I was, or you were, or Mark was. It's funny how that design affected so many people. It seemed to be he opened up something that was very coherent for you, very coherent for a lot of people. Because he wasn't, his clothes were never, they were very poetic, his clothes. They were never very sexual. They were never about your body. They were about your spirit or the poetry within you. Do you remember the music we listened to? Because I don't.
When you mentioned the Fellini, Mark, I felt like that could have been what we were listening to then. I don't know. I'm not sure.
It would have quite possibly been, because he would give me a cassette tape to play. I'm not sure DVDs were even around then.
I feel like it wasn't anything contemporary. It was just sort of weird or like instrumental, interesting. I don't remember.
I think it probably, the music we probably would have given us would have done exactly that, not to be contemporary.
Yeah.